Hey everyone, this is Isham as you know. So in today's video, I'm going to show you automate your, you can say streamline the process of lead verification and lead generation. So, are you struggling with the unqualified leads? So, in our automations, we are giving you a solution in which you can validate your emails and the phone numbers. Then you can process that in your CRM. In your, I am using the GoHighLevel, so I will put all after process the leads and put in our GoHighLevel. So you can use whatever the CRM you can put in your CRM or your and add in a campaigns where you have to outreach them. So let me start with the process what I am giving to show you today. So in stage one, search. So what's the stage one? Stage step one, you can say you have to add the keyword the like which you have to target to getting a leads, like any keyword real estate or any type of business or service you are providing, or you have to outreach that type of business owners or clients. Then so you have to give us a keyword, not give us a keyword, you have to write in a Google sheet. So this is our Google sheet where you can add just a keyword business name on and this location, the city and the country. So then our automation is start. So let me explain how the process of the whole automation. So you have to add the row in a Google sheet. After that, we have to search with the keyword which you added on D7 lead finder. So we have to download or we have to apply for the, you can say, using API of D7 lead finder, and based on your area and the keyword which you mentioned in Google sheet, we have to search that in a D7 lead finder, and after that we have to download when the you can say the leads are completed on D7 lead finder. And when that are completed, then we have to check either the data is correct or not, because sometimes the leads are not accurate to much as we are expected. So definitely if we are targeting the unqualified leads, or you can say wrong leads, so that may a problem for us. You can say like we are sending a SMS campaigns, we are, so definitely we have a budget for that. So if we are checking all the things below before we adding in a campaigns, so that would be great for you can say for you or for your business. So first we have to verify emails, like using we are using million verifier, which is most accurate, telling us the emails are good or bad. So we not do us upload a single, you can say we do us check a single email as well in a system, but using API we have to upload that the whole Excel sheet. As you can see, I build the whole automation in Make, so all steps are automated. You does not need to do anything with the automation. You just need to add in a Google sheet, and after that the whole process is streamlined process will trigger and it will process. And after the email is verified, we can download that. Similarly, the next step is that we can verify the phone number are valid or not. So after download that, similarly for the phone verification we are using Clearout Phone, and for the phone number validity. So when the phone number validity are done, we have to add our clean filtered emails or phone numbers in GoHighLevel or whatever the CRM you are used for a campaign, reach inbox campaign, active campaign, or MailerLite, whatever the software. And now let me start the automation to explain how it works one by one. So if you need this blueprint, I have a community where you can join. I added a link below in a video, and you can directly contact me as well. I added the email as well where you can contact me, so I can guide you as well more about the system or about anything in automation AI systems. So as I explained, you just need to add a row in keyword for leads in this Excel sheet. So whenever the sheet is added, what we have to do, what you have to we have to call the D7 lead finder API, and when we call that, it takes some time to create a leads. So definitely after that I added some when we call that, basically we generate a request in D7 lead finder. So after that, the resulting response we have to parse, because the result in string. So we parse that data, and then we have some data in proper format in JSON. So that's why we are using parse JSON. And the next step is that I'm using sleep for 2 minutes because it, as I explained, it takes some time. So that's why I added this function here. So after that, I'm using get leads D7. So I use the ID which it give us, because definitely if it will give you some ID based on the search. So that's why we can easily get that all the data, the requested data which we in the previous request. So after download that data, so what our next step? Similarly, as I explained, we have to parse JSON. Similarly, we did parse all the leads in a JSON. Again, put all the D7 lead finder data in a JSON. And the next step is that because the data is not properly in format, so I have to use parse JSON. And the next step is that I'm using array aggregator. So if you can see data I'm using of this data, whatever the response from the D7 lead finder. And the next process is array aggregator. If you can say in array aggregator, what I do, I have to if you want just 3 or 4 you can say column name, email and phone and region, you can just click on that things. I need multiple things, Instagram, Google account, category, so I could enable that type of things which I need. So I select those. Okay. So in this step, we have all the steps in an array. I mean all the data in our array. So the next step, what I'm doing is that we have to create a folder on Google Drive. Why we are creating a Google Drive a folder? Because the keyword you mentioned here, the business we are targeting that, because in this our automation I have to work with multiple files, and definitely we have to keep all those files for our future use and how it works. So I created a folder with the name of what you added in our Excel sheet. So if you can see, I use keyword name, the city name, so it looks easy for understand for me for the name. If the name of the folder is like mentioned with the keyword, city, and also date on which this automation is run. So it also keep easily identify which folder is created when this folder is created on which day. So the next process is that I have all the data in my array aggregator, and the next process is that I have to create a spreadsheet. So when I create a spreadsheet, it's a so simple step. I just create a spreadsheet with the name of the keyword as I explained you earlier, and title of D7 lead finder. So it will easily understand. You can say easily I understand about the file. This file belongs to the D7 lead finder. The data D7 lead finder provides us, this is the file belongs to that data. So after that, I add all the array data in this Google sheet, as you can say in rows form. Okay. So so this is how we create our all data in Google Sheet. And the next process is that we have to move this file which we created in this 10 step, and in this step we are adding a row, and in this step we are moving this row into this folder. Okay, so let me show you to open this. So if you can see file ID of this and the folder ID of this, so this is how you can move your file in a specific folder based on folder ID which we created here, and the file is created here, because whenever you create a file it will be created in a root folder. So after that, so from up to here on this step, our first phase is complete, like getting a leads from a D7 lead finder about the belongs to a city or which you requested and keywords. Okay, so the next step is that we have to verify the emails are correct or not, because this is the because as I explained earlier, we have to validate our emails or verify. So now in this step, I am download all. You can say a file which which I created in this step. So if you can see, I'm using the file ID or spreadsheet ID of this file, or either if you can use this file, if I use this spreadsheet ID, because both are same. So definitely I use this one, so it's okay. So when I download a file, I have to use million verifier. As I explained earlier in starting, I am using Million Verifier to verify my emails. So I upload this file. If you can say this is the API call and upload a file which I downloaded in the previous step. So this is how I, you can say, used to upload using API of Million Verifier. And now the step is that Million Verified takes some time. Not, you can say, in a minutes, it will take some hours as well to verify all the emails, because in your file you maybe you have 1,000 rows, or maybe you have 1,500, or maybe 5,000, or maybe more than that. So definitely it takes some time based on how many records you have. So after that, I just check that data in Million Verify in this step, and after that, I just store these all information, relevant information, a file ID of Million Verifier, because just like I explained in the D7 lead finder step, we have to save the file ID, and in the next time when we are requesting our data which we search on the previous step, so we have to keep the file ID, because based on that D7 lead finder give us a data. Similarly, in a Million Verifier, we also keep the file ID and file name for the purpose of because it takes some hours. Lead finder takes almost 1 minute, so that's why I used to add 2 minutes sleep of our automation, because it takes so much time. So definitely so that's why I am using to a data store, where I store the file ID, file name, spreadsheet, and the folder ID of the automation record of whole this you can say keyword based on this business. So we store that, and this is our, you can say, the second stage is completed to upload a Million Verifier. Not second stage, the mid of second stage, because we have to download that file after some hours. So we add in a row. So after some hours in our second automation, where we added, if you can see, so our this automation, it will run every 12, you can say 12 hours. It's 72, 720 minutes. Okay, every I think so 12 hours. It's so after every 12 hours, our automation runs, and we have to check in Million Verifier based on that file ID which we stored in our as a record in data store. So we have to search that in again, either this completed or not. So after that, we if you can see, status is finished. If status is finished, it's mean our file is ready. If status is not finished, our automation stops here. That's it. And in after again, you can say the next time when automation run again after 12 hours, then again search, again the search the file ID in Million Verifier, and then check the status again. So maybe first time it will not complete, in the second attempt when we are going to search, it maybe it's completed. So whenever the status is completed, it's mean we have a ready file, we have to go ahead for download a file. So that's why I added a filter here. So in the next step, I call the API about the file ID. You can say the same file ID, and the filter I use OK and catch all. The email basically in the filter, like you can what type of filter you because it the Million Verifier give you all the status of the file, good, bad, okay, you can say semi, all types of filters. So it's up to you what type of you can say filter you want to use. You can use any. So I use okay and catch all. Okay, so after download all the, you can see, leads in this step, I am using CSV function. I am using this data, because this data I am converted into to string and use comma, because I am creating this. That's why, because I have a string right now, and I have to make that, you can say, properly in CSV, and then make in put in a, you can say, in the same folder which I created in the in the previous automation scenario, about where I created a folder. So first of all, I created a CSV, as you can see. So then I use the same array aggregator as, and if you can see, I am using here column, because the data main verifier give us in terms of columns, column 1, column 2. Basically this makes that, so that's why I'm using that. So for to handle that part of work, I added in the later, you can say, next step. So I will explain that. So first of all, as you can just see, these are all the columns, like almost more than 20, how much, 23. So these are the same number of columns which are uploading in the previous automation, all select files. So all select attributes in the previous scenario. Let me show you again. So if you can see, if I click on there, the file, if you can see, if you count here from zip name 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. So these are the 19, and three or four columns are come from the extra from million verifier about the status of the emails. So after I create a new spreadsheet for the filter, you can say data, like the data which are filtered from the million verifier. So I create a spreadsheet, so simple step, with the name of clean emails, as you can see. So whatever the title you can use, it's up to you. The next step is that add a row. Now in this step, what I am doing, add a row. I am using ID, name, email in the same sequence, the sequence I am using on the previous scenario. The first, because million verifier works like, you can say, after email it will add the four columns: quality, result, free role, and after that it will start the same number of columns which already exist in the our previous sheet. So this is how our all columns works. So after that, similarly, I used to add in a sheet previous, you can say, for a scenario. Similarly, I add in this scenario as well. If you can see array, okay, the spreadsheet I'm using, which I created here. Now I can update the record as well, data store, because I update the status of finish. Why I did do that? Because whenever I have to search in my first scenario, if you can see, I am using status not equal to finish. Now when I make that finish, next time it will not get that record. So this is the condition. So this is how our automation flow. Like the next time it will not get the same file ID which already processed. So that's why I have to, you can say, update a record as well. The next thing is that move that file in the same folder which I created in the starting. If you can see the record ID from which we store in the previous scenario. So I think you now, you can say, easily understand what we did in the previous scenario. So now they are, you can say, benefit us what we have to store in our data store. So after that, when I move that file in this step, now again download a file. So why we download a file? Because we have to use again that file for our future things. But the thing is that for, you can say, add in our campaign in GoHighLevel or whatever the CRM use. But before that, we have the next step is Clearout Phone, like to verify our phone, uh, validate our phone status, or our phone numbers are valid or not. Because you have to send a SMS campaign as well, or maybe you have to call outreach customer on voice calls using AI voice agent. As I think in next video, maybe in the next week, I will upload about, you can say, voice AI agent, in which I will train my agent, and my agent will outreach all the numbers based on, you can say, script, and automatically AI agent collect the data from the user and save that the call summary and the information in our GoHighLevel CRM. So that I will cover later. So please subscribe my channel for the future videos as well. And you can also join my school community as well, where you get all types of AI automation related stuff, like whatever the, you can say, YouTube automations, like music automations, like project management automations. Every type of automation you have to get in my school community, because I have multiple, you can say, type of admins we have in our school community, and their expertise in different types of Zapier, in Monday.com, in GoHighLevel, in Make, in AI. So you name it, we have all the, you can say, expert in our school community, and you can join that as well. So you can get blueprint and lot of stuff. So now come to the topic again. as this video it takes too much time. So let me wrap it, complete it. Okay, now when now I upload the Clearout phone, this file which I download here. Okay, so I upload the file in similarly as I upload in a million verifier. So after that I have to use sleep function for 60 seconds, and then after that download that. So similarly, and when its file is download, I will upload that file in a Google Drive in the same folder as I explained earlier. So all this stuff now already you know, and after that iterate this on this array which I created on this step, and after that I will create in a single array. So basically right now this is a little bit you can change from change the, you can say, structure from this point to the next point as per your requirement. Right now I am using reach inbox. Reach inbox is used for marketing purpose to send emails or for that type of email campaigns. So I'm using their API. As you can see, email campaign. If I click here, reach inbox. As you can see, reach inbox exists here, and you can add lead in a campaign. But if I use this function here, it will cause your too much operations. Like it depends on how many leads are processing. If the leads are more than 1,000, like 1,200, it will cost you 1,200 operations because it add one operation or one lead at a time. So we I have, because as expert, as an automation expert or as a developer, you have to reduce your client operation as well, or a cost. So that's why I built this operation using API. I have to use this request body, and that's why I use iterator. It will only cost you one operation, and the text aggregator also costs you one operation. So then you have to upload, you can say, all these of you can say leads in a single operation in our reach inbox campaigns. So this is how your leads are added in campaigns, and automatically emails are sending to them. So this is the use case which I am using in at this point. It's up to you according to your requirement, what CRM you are using, what platform are you using. I prefer the CRM or GoHighLevel. So in the my next video is about GoHighLevel, how if I add in all the leads in GoHighLevel and automate the next process as well, like email campaigns, like SMS, bulk SMS campaigns, and also voice AI calling, cold calling. So all these things I will explain in my next video, how you can and that is also automatic process. Just like you can just add a lead in Goha in a Google Sheet, and all these process, this process as I explained, and the next process you can say the go high level step which I explain in the next video. So stay tuned for the that video, and please subscribe my channel as well. So that would be, so you can see my you can say next video about AI agent. So stay blessed and have a good day, and if you have any issue, do contact me about this automation. If you need blueprint, I added this blueprint in my school community, so you get it from there. Thank you so much. And if you need it, you can say you want to if you need any information about you can say automation or go high level or anything which I missed here, so you can contact me.